Hey everybody. Let me lower this background music down. Well, it ain't too bad. Instagram, let's create a feature where we can edit so that my videos don't start off with me talking to myself. Hi Maya. Maya, how are the kids? Tonight is Hot Topics because the world has gone to hell. It's gone to hell. Woo! Oh, is that my ex-work husband? Yes, it is. Yeah, he's sick. Like, Phoenix had a bug. She's coughing. Her teacher's trying to tell me she's sick. Ma'am, she doesn't have a fever. She doesn't have a nasal drip. She has a cough, and coughs take forever to leave. She's coming to school. Figure it out. Figure it out. I put honey in her bag. Make her take a little sip here and there to clear that throat. But yeah, now Mav has a little bug. Hey Tasha. Hey Quinell. Tonight is going to be a hot night because the world has gone to hell. Hell. Ooh, I got bars. I cannot wait to get started. You know how we do. We wait for a few people to join. Yeah, these kids are always sick. I put some Yule Muscatine on her back. I don't know what other Haitian remedy is there. Robitussin. I gave her the Robitussin for 6-year-olds. So don't give it to kids. Whatever got in it, that's what she needs. So she's getting it. She's getting 5 milliliters of that. Look, she ain't cough yet. Okay. It's always like a little awkward when it's just 4 of us in here. Like best friends, like we're sitting in a circle, Indian style. Just waiting. But yeah, my God. My son is sick. He's 6 months. And he had a cold before when Phoenix came home with something. Now this time he's having like a little loose stool. And mainly he just wants to be held. He can't even cry loud. He's like, I can't be holding that baby. I got work to do. A little tussin never hurt. A little Robitussin never work. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 2 more minutes. And then we're going to get started because you know these people be on CP time. I try to give folks enough time to put their kids to bed, those who go to bed on time, and do whatever else, but life be lifing, so here we are. How are you guys doing? How's everyone's day going? Are you guys enjoying a little bit more sunlight that we've been experiencing? You know, daylight savings is in 34 days, and I'm counting. So those of us who suffer from seasonal depression, I don't really have seasonal depression, but I do get sad when it's really dark at 4:30. Because I'm here for the sun. We need that light. Ooh, my eyes look a little... Oh my goodness. Tasha, are you enjoying wait, what's the weather in Texas giving? Is it still giving New York? What's going on over there? Hey Sarita. Okay guys, we're 1 more minute. We're at 5 people now. Hey, Say. I love that my 2 friends who are born on February 9th are on live and they did a bunch of firsts. Say, I heard you have a co-produced one of your first shows for Fashion Week. Hello. Sarita speaking at the Met today. Aquarius is showing. Y'all showing out for y'all birthdays, baby. 6. Wait, it was 80 degrees today in Texas? Nah, I gotta move. Okay, guys, it's only a few of us in the room, but let's get this show on the road, okay? Because I can't be waiting on these folks' CP time, okay? They'll join us eventually. First things first, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. I really cannot believe Irv Gotti passed away. Hey, Karina. That is so sad. Hey, Maya. That is, like, really sad. Like, Irv Gotti, like, big queens. Like, all my friends know that till this day, like, I always do like this, which is, like, the song from Murder, Inc. Like, I'm so queens. Like, I'm so Murder, Inc. Like, I thought I was going to grow up and marry Ja Rule. Hey, Linda. I knew I was going to marry Ja when I got older, like, as a kid. And he was from Hollis, which is right next door to me. And, you know, we would see, like, his people in passing. There's Murder, Inc. signs all over Farmers. Like, and Irv Gotti passed away. Like, it's, like, literally, I felt so sad today. I felt like I knew him. Like, that was my guy. Like, if there's no Irv Gotti, we don't have DMX. We don't have Jay-Z. We don't have Ashanti. We don't have Ja. And that's not really fair to say that we don't have them, right? Because what's for you is for you, and what's meant for you will come one way or another. But we don't have maybe the trajectory happening in this way, if that makes sense. Hey, Mike. So rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Like, I was not expecting that. I did see a photo of him that was released maybe like 2 months ago, and he looked like a stick. Like, he looked so skinny, and he had a cane, and he was walking. One of his friends released a photo. Like, what kind of friend are you? That's like one of my friends, releasing a video of me without this scarf on. Like, why would you put my bald head out like that? What's good? Anyway, let's get into the world and what's happening right now, because what? Hey, Mel. I'm wearing my head wrap in honor of Black History Month, in honor of Dr. Umar, because he would hate to see me in a white woman's wig this evening. So one time for Dr. Umar, okay? And also, I didn't feel like putting my wig, but we're going to do this for Black History Month. We're going to start off this episode with Wyclef's voice of "Someone please call 911." Dang. That's also a conflict of interest for Black History Month, huh? Like, when has calling the police been beneficial for us? All right, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm going to say one curse tonight and one curse only, and I'm going to get it off early. Trump is a bitch. The biggest bitch. Okay, I said it more than once, but you know what I mean. Comparison is the thief of joy. Of all joy. We know this already. Don't compare yourselves to anything. Don't compare your experience, because you have now diminished what you've experienced. Day one of Trump's press secretary coming out, which I was very confused because I forgot, like, you know, when a new administration comes, all new staff comes. So I was waiting for my girl Karine Jean-Pierre to come out, and she didn't. And there was this white woman who was giving Stepford Wife, who was giving Handmaid's Tale, like, very serious blonde eye, blue hair. Oh. Sorry, Hitler just popped up in my mind when I said that all together. Anyway. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's talking very snarky and nasty to the press, and like, ma'am. And the first thing she says is, because President Trump did XYZ that Biden and Obama didn't do, and President Trump did, and that wasn't what, ma'am. We in a new relationship. When I'm in a new relationship, I don't want the person I'm dating to be talking about the last person I was dating. Focus on you. Focus on us, okay? Mine and who else? Worry about yourself. Like, why are we talking about the ex? Because the ex is not talking about you. The ex is like, huh? They had a good thing. They don't know a good thing they had. And you're talking about, like, why? Trump, focus on what you're... If you're so good, show me. Show and prove. I don't even want to go through the list of BS that Trump has been doing, because I'm sure that you guys have seen the news, if not Instagram, if not this, if not that. It's ridiculous. But the one trend that we have noticed is that he creates a problem, realizes that, oh wow, it's really a problem. He then backtracks, then he says he solved said problem that he initially created. You have to be a Looney Tune to think that this man is actually saving the world. You have to be. Like, something, a chromosome has to be off. There's no way. To the Latinos for Trump, to the Latinos who voted for Trump, Take us out the group chat. I'm begging you. Take me out. Take me out the group chat. I don't give a F. Hi, mommy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Take me out the group chat. Let's go back. For the Latinos who did not vote for Trump and who are experiencing the rage, I feel for you. I don't know how it feels to be an immigrant, to have to look for shelter or peace in another country. I cannot imagine what that feels like. My mom came to this country, didn't speak English. I would not have survived. I don't know how that girl did it, okay? My grandmother died and barely spoke English, okay? Worked in her whole life in New York life as a custodian, okay? But she also died with $50,000 in the bank with like a 5th grade education. So it's clearly possible. So for those who are experiencing that, my heart goes to them. But back to the motherfuckers. Damn it. Okay, that's 2 curses for the night. Back to the Latinos who voted for Trump, who are crying. Like, what are you crying for? Yes. Hey, girl. One of the best photographers in Cincinnati has now joined us. Yeah, like what? Venezuelans in Florida had a rally. They were rallying up for Trump. And guess what? Now, like 10,000 of them who were in the middle of their applications being processed. They came to this country in 2023. Their applications were being processed. They're halfway through the process. Trump has literally canceled the applications. So now they're like, a woman was on the news and she's like, Trump said he was only going to deport illegal immigrants, not people who are filing for citizenship. No. Don't twist the words to make them work for you. You are not a citizen yet. He made it clear, you're not a citizen. He's getting you out of here. He wasn't trying to work with people who are trying to become citizens. Don't you guys understand? Not you guys, because I think we're on the same page here. I think people who are witnessing me speak are on the same page. But if you don't know what's going on, they're crying, like literally crying. Take me out the group chat. Take me out the group chat. They didn't believe him when he told them what he would do. Like, they were like, oh, he used us. He used us. Excuse me. He had us voting for him, and he came down to speak to us and, had us translating in Spanish. Girl, bye. He was throwing napkins at people in Puerto Rico, okay? And they're U.S. citizens. He don't give a F about people from Venezuela. Let's be honest. Let's go back to that. He said that he's going to deport Puerto Ricans. Bro, these are citizens. We don't have to travel with a passport back and forth to Puerto Rico. Like, this man has a 5th grade education, and I believe that the people who voted for him and believes him also. Okay, since we're on immigrants, let me just keep going. The lady who does my wax, she is from India. She told me she voted for Trump the first time around because of the immigration, because she's tired of immigrants coming. This time, she didn't really specify if she voted for him because she was whispering. I'm not sure why. Who was going to hear us? It's me, you, and my vagina in this room right now. And she was basically saying that, the illegal immigrants are getting so much money to buy food. So I was supporting him because I'm trying to figure out why they're buying food. And this is a good point that Charlemagne the God raised, is that economics was a big issue for this election. People are starving. Like, inflation is crazy. We're broke. We can't afford groceries. If somebody's speaking your language of, I'm going to make sure that we take back resources from this person and give to you. If idiots are not doing their research, which people are not, right? They're just listening to TikTok. They're listening to the Instagram. They're listening to people like me. Like, yeah, I got some gems, but also fact check me too. Like, I'm doing my best to fact check, but I'm also not the most, maybe I'm not the most studied person. Like, maybe I'm not the most, well-versed person to give you the news. I'm giving you the headlines, okay? I'm gonna dig as deep as I can. These people are not doing research. Like I tell you guys, my previous live, one person said she voted for Trump because she doesn't have a television, and when she does, he's the only person she sees. So in her mind, I was like, well, let me just vote for him. So that's the wax lady who's not from America. She's an immigrant. She's American citizen. She's not from here, hating on other immigrants. baffling. Then my tattoo guy, he is a freelancer, clearly. He doesn't have like, he's an entrepreneur, not a freelancer. He's an entrepreneur. And he tells me he voted for Trump because when he goes to the supermarket, he has 3 kids, and he gave me the same thing. Like, he has his grocery cart, he has 1 cart, and he has 4 bags, and they're like $400, which I get. That's my experience at Trader Joe's as well. And he said there was an immigrant family in front of him, and he knows they're like, wait, what do we call them? My brain is not working. Whatever, the migrants. And he's saying that they had 2 carts full of just junk food and that and the third. And he's like, from that moment, he knew he was voting for Trump. Sir, what? Like, that was enough for you to feel like you need to vote for Trump? Like, you hating on people getting groceries? Oh, I think my laptop is going to die. My charger's not long enough. Facebook is about to be a wrap. So, Trump. The Trump of it all. How about the black men who voted for him because he took the bullet to the air and stood up proud? These people are crazy. How can you hate on immigration and your wife migrated here? Trump and Vance. Let's go back. I never knew Trump. Vance's wife is she of Indian descent? Like, these people are brainwashed. Like, these are people who are like bourgeois, who think they're better than their own people. Okay. Okay. These people are crazy. As of today, Trump, who said that he never read Project 2025, has completed 36 items. Will they be successful? Maybe not. But either way, he's completed them. He's done the task. Like, he said he never heard of these tasks. He's doing them. He did them. How? Bro, I thought you didn't read it. This man is a liar. ICE had a quota of 1,875 people per day. Do y'all hear me? It used to be a 20-person quota. It's a national quota of 1,875. So if these people have to feed their families, right, just like how we do, they're going to go to work and they're going to show up. And they're going to meet that quota. They grabbed a man who was an American citizen because he spoke Spanish. And he had his army ID on him that he served in the U.S. military. And they still grabbed him up. They grabbed a family. Okay, they had an 8-year-old daughter and kept him in ICE detention for 8 hours. There's no rules. They just wilding. So maybe me and my black ass, dang, that's my 3rd curse, should be carrying my passport around. Cool. Hey, Allie. Girls on a plane finding a way. Did the groceries magically become his? These people are ignorant. ICE needs to be pulled up to the West Wing. Not just that they are wives of immigrants, that they're women and they want to control their bodies. Let me tell you something. They want to control the abortion situation, but they will not be exempt. Okay, we already know these people who have high power have a bunch of side chicks and probably getting tons of abortions. They just want to control the poor people. It's so sad. And did you guys hear about Trump saying that he wants to take over Gaza? The same Gaza that was has been in war for like 14 months. This war. They've been in war for like 30 years. He wants to take over Gaza. He wants to remove the people who live there, the Palestinians who live there, and move them to someplace else and make that a U.S. territory. That is called ethnic cleansing. How is that right? That's like somebody coming to America. Okay, well, that's Christopher Columbus, yeah. This is an example of Christopher Columbus, okay? This is an example of them taking us from Africa and making us slaves. This is not right. It's literally not right. Woo! My last little, okay, I got 2 more notes, but DJ Khaled, who is a Palestinian, has said nothing. Now, I completely get not wanting to be political because he has fans who are on both sides of the aisle, right? We already know the issues that are going on between Israel and Palestine. But you can at least say that, like, hey, this is uncomfortable for me. I don't believe in what's going on both sides. I wish world peace. But saying nothing, when you migrated here from there, talk about forget where you came from. Wait, he wants to build a casino at Gaza? Yo, you see what I'm saying? It just never ends with this guy. It never ends. It never ends. Elon Musk. I listened to an episode of The Daily, which is a New York Times podcast that one of my good girlfriends put me on to. Elon is rich, and Elon wants to stay rich. And so Elon wants to see where all the money in the U.S. is going. So they gave him read-only access. That's what they reported. They've given him read-only access so that he can see where the money is going. Why? Why do you need to know? Why do you need to know where the money is going? He's Trump's lesbian lover. Okay, something is up there. Trump is an idiot. Trump made a comment. He's like, we won Pennsylvania. You know, Pennsylvania is so hard to win because Elon really knows those computers. Stolen election much? Like, did Shonda, did she have foresight? Like, you know, the Simpsons always have foresight of what's about to happen. Did Shonda foresee this? It's fear-mongering at its finest. The fear is targeting minorities so we can remain distracted and constricted by fear. Hold on, let me go back up. Versus seizing our opportunities. I refuse to let these losers play in my face. They are targeting Black and Latinos, but have yet to run into Russian and Irish communities and take those migrants. Because we know they out there wilding. They in Bay Ridge giving it up. But they're not targeting them. That's also ethnic cleansing in the United States. Elon Musk, you know, he's bullying everybody who gave him fines for all his technology that's falling apart. And guess what happened yesterday, y'all? He launched a spaceship, a SpaceX, and it blew up and all the debris fell down in Haiti. Now, take a guess. You think he's going to go there and clean it up? Like, this is why the FAA was fining you, bro. Your stuff is not good. It's not safe. You cannot put people into the air and they don't even leave anything. They don't even reach the sky before your planes are blowing up. That's why with this recent tragedy that happened in DC, rest in peace to those 67 souls who passed away. You know, there was no person at the FAA to speak up because he bullied that person out of their position. And that's scary. Like, we need these people. We need air traffic controllers. We need, first of all, do you guys know that the switch thingy that they see all the planes on is like so archaic? Like, in the movies, when you see like that green screen, like just dots moving around, they literally still use that in 2025. They have not found a way to upgrade that system. They don't want to invest in upgrading that system. So that's scary. So when we're flying right now, they're looking at like, we're little dots on that green screen with that, you know, line that just goes in a circle. We're not using the money for potholes. We're not using the money to upgrade our airplane system. Like, this country is like a little bit ghetto. I just found out that China is a cashless continent. It's not a continent. That was crazy. It's a cashless economy. You have to buy everything on an app. Like, you have to use your apps. Like, it's Apple Pay only, the whole country. So how you can't even rob people in China. And yet here we are moving like a third world country. One last thing on this Trump and this DEI, because I didn't spend 20 minutes on this and he don't even deserve that much time from me. DEI. I saw something on Threads that said it was like a Black pilot and a Black flight attendant who said somebody got on and was like, oh, you the pilot, you the flight attendant? It's like a white person. And they were like, oh, DEI at its best. And the guy said, yeah, I'm going to make sure you get on the next plane that's not DEI, and kicked him off the plane. And that's how we start off Black History Month. You're not going to keep disrespecting us. How are you talking crazy to the person who has your life in their hands? All that DEI talk. Like, did you not just see what just happened to 67 innocent people? We still need to get into that accident too, because I don't understand how that Black Hawk hit that plane, and I want to get to the bottom of it. I'll update you guys when I have that tea. I say that to say that the NFL, Roger Goodell's like, oh, we're still going to support DEI initiatives, But Trump is set to attend the Super Bowl. And at the Arrowhead Stadium, which is where the Chiefs play, which is where me and my girlfriend drove 7 hours to see Beyonce, they have "End Racism" on top of the Chiefs logo, and they're removing it before Trump gets there. But you support DEI. Okay. You know, I posted the other day that DEI is not only about hiring minorities for positions that they are eligible for. It also includes women's rights. Like a lot of companies didn't even have to have rooms for moms to pump their breasts, their breast milk. Women were using the bathroom, a public bathroom, to get milk for their babies to ingest. Until a law was passed that you must, if you have a company of over a certain amount of people, you must have a room where women can pump their boobs in peace and have a refrigerator for them to store their milk. There's so many things under DEI outside of color. But the white women will never understand until they're affected. God bless them. Okay, on to better stuff. Have you guys watched Wags? Oh, before we move on, let me get into the comments. He's not even a member of the cabinet, and he hasn't been sworn in. They use Pennsylvania to cheat and steal. Elon knows computers. Elon a stole election, y'all. It's given when Rome launched a spaceship in succession. Fail. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Kamisha. Hey, Jasmine. I can speak firsthand and say we definitely aren't getting funding for potholes. They've been coming around my neighborhood and putting like the little gravel in the potholes. You know, that gravel that doesn't last long. So it'll last until the summertime. We are the least affected by DEI. These people are so ridiculous. Third world country for sure. Diversity isn't just race. It's age, gender, and accessibility. Speaking of accessibility, the MTA better use this money for congestion pricing to put in, you know, all the accessibility at the subway stations that they claim. So one of our, I think he's one of our senators from New York. He just accepted Trump's nomination for something. I cannot remember his title right now. It's like completely, I'm lost. But anyway, he's from New York. He's now moved to this position in the White House, and he's against congestion pricing. And whatever he does in the White House, he can eliminate congestion pricing. So that I'm kind of here for, because the MTA, he said that basically the MTAs, they have a fund. The government has a fund for like public transportation systems, and the MTA gets the most funding. So out of the entire country, we get the most funding, yet we have the most crime, the most dirt, and now you want to charge us more? Congestion pricing? I get it. The people who from Jersey and Connecticut and whatever, you guys are so happy you're able to get to the city in 20 minutes. F you. Move to New York. You don't get to reap our benefits, okay? You don't get to reap our benefits. Hey, Renee. DEI impacted white women more than any other race. And yet white women were one of the highest voters for Trump. Keep us out the group chat. Y'all enjoy the next 4 years, because we are only 30 days in. Does anybody watch Wags to Riches? Is it on Hulu or Netflix? Anyway, Chad Ochocinco's new fiance, Sherelle Rosada, is the star of the show. And I used to watch her because she had one of those like realtor shows from like Selling Miami or Selling Tampa or something like that. And, you know, of course, when it comes to black people, they don't want to show like us selling real estate or us doing things positive. They just want to show the cat fight. So after one season, it was canceled. I don't think they really gave them a fair shot. Like they only were showing the drama and not like any of like the house selling, which is the point of the show. So anyway, she has a new show, and she is not nice. She's giving Mean Girl. So Rick Ross's first baby mother is on the show. She's the one who 50 Cent had released a sex tape on, and she wound up winning a lawsuit and getting like, I don't know, $10 million from him. But apparently she blew all of that money. And so Sherelle saying, I don't want to hang out with her because, you know, she got a sex tape. Like, no. She made a consensual sex tape with somebody she was in a relationship with. That person then used that sex tape against her, which is actually a crime. And 50 Cent then found that sex tape and showed it to the world. He then was sued in civil court and had to pay this woman $10 million. And you're judging her because somebody did that to her? Oh, revenge porn. Why? Like, why? So because this person was revenge porned, right? It's not y'all know what I mean. and she spent her money. Who cares how she spends her money? That she got to deal with the consequences. You don't want to be friends with her. But Chad Ochocinco headbutted Evelyn Lozada 30 days after they got married. Or was it 15 days? Out of rage. And that's okay with you. We cannot pick and choose what crimes we down for and what crimes we not. Now, I know y'all stuck beside me when I, had a little $5 little stealing. But we cannot stand behind somebody who's has been convicted of domestic violence and say, oh my God, he's so wrong. Yet, oh my God, he's changed, but yet this woman who was a victim is not? That's not fair. Anyway, she's a meanie, and I don't like that for her. It does not make me happy. I'm not enjoying watching. I finished it, but I did not enjoy that. If you guys do watch it, though, are you kidding me? My light just cut off because it was attached to my laptop, which just died. So here we are. We're going to make it do what it do. What's this girl's name? Yes, Jules. She's one of the only white women on the cast, which is she's kind of oddly placed. But she's at a restaurant, and a black girl basically creates an issue with her. And yes, Jules, unbeknownst to anybody else, just had an abortion earlier that day, is going through a relationship issue. Kanye had publicly fired her. She was a part of Kanye's marketing team or publicist or whatever. And this black girl just starts fighting with her. And at the end, all the black girls are coming at her for fighting in a restaurant. Now, I'm not the one to defend the white woman, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And yes, Jules, I don't know if she's a culture vulture or whatever they call her, but I know in this circumstance, a woman who did not like her, who did not like that she was a culture vulture, who did not like that she wore a shirt that said, can I say niggas? Or, no, it said niggas ain't shit. Apparently, yes, Jules said, can I wear it? Whatever. The point is that they too old. I'm 36. Oh, wow. I'm about to be 36. That sounded crazy. I'm not doing that. I'm not picking fights with people. And yes, that was odd. She had an abortion and came out the same day. She also had no job. And when you're filming, you get paid. So, people do desperate things for money. I hope none of us have to be in that position. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. I'm really upset that my light just cut off. But I cannot move to plug my laptop in because I didn't clean that side of the couch. It's giving laundry, and I'm not giving y'all that. So we gonna be right here with this natural Walmart light that I have right here. Yeah, it was giving mean-spirited like Evelyn. Even though I love me some Evelyn Lozada. I think she's so beautiful. Yes, I'm still shining. Thank y'all. So yeah, if you haven't watched Rags to Riches and you need just some background noise while you work at home or do the laundry, it's one of those. You just peek in and catch up to what's going on. Okay, next. After 25 years of being in the industry, the Queen, Beyonce, has finally won Album of the Year. Oddly enough, for an album that I have not listened to and will not listen to because I'm lying. I listened to one song that was pretty cool. Don't know the name because that's how much I did not listen to it. But I'm happy for her. But Beyonce is a true example that perfection does not matter when you don't have the complexion. Because if this was Taylor Swift, who waited 25 years to win, well, first of all, she wouldn't have waited 25 years. So forget it. That point is null and invalid. But country music is very American, right? It's very black people started it and white people stole it. And then they wouldn't let black people in. And they won't let women in. Does that not sound very familiar to what we're going through? I'm going to say it again. Black people started country music. We started everything. Every genre of music. They didn't have music, okay? The Indians had their drums, and the black people had their drums, and the white people had Christopher Columbus, okay? And I was going to curse. He had a boat. That's what he had, okay? He didn't have a yacht. He had a boat. He had a ship. Anyway, country music, a lot of country music the females in country music always say that it was so hard for them to break in. It's a male dominated, genre, da da da. So, I could see how that is like really what we're going through right now. Like right now, it's a bunch of white men who are trying to control white women and don't want black people to be a part of it. Country music. It's very American. It makes sense. My nephew works at Bloomingdale's. Well, he did. And he was saying that in the break room, 2 white women were saying, oh my God, why did Beyonce win? Da, 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 da. And he asked them, so who did you guys want to win? And they were like, oh, I don't know who else in that category, but I didn't want her to win. And he said, he literally was like, y'all racist. Like, I mean, I'm sure they like him, right? They always want black men, Kardashians. But it's like, y'all, you don't even have a point to hate on. Give me something. Like, have you never had to write an argumentative essay where you had to raise, like, valid points for both sides of the argument? Like, the party that you was with and the party you was against? Like, they have nothing. They just haters. These niggas hate. And it made myself so easy to love. Jay-Z has a line for everything, by the way. We originate, they take. The people wearing a shirt that someone was like, it's ghetto until like they take it, then it's like fashion. Like, stop, please. We are the roots of it all. If Dr. Umar was here, for those who have just joined us, I said I'm wearing my scarf in honor of Dr. Umar today, in honor of Black History, because I'm here standing on business, and also I didn't feel like putting my wig on. But Kendrick Lamar, what a year. Kendrick Lamar, there is a music exec named A King, and he posted the other day, leave them Geminis alone. I don't know how many times to tell y'all, if I'm being nice to you, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. If my brother, because he got that beige rage of being nice, leave him alone. My nephew, leave us alone. Because there's another side. There's another side that you don't want to experience. And I'd be capping that other side. Like, I put a cap on it. Because I'd be like, sometimes it's a point of no return. And I don't be really sure if the other person deserves that. Like, maybe you don't deserve what that feels like. So I cap it. But Kendrick Lamar, he literally said, I choose violence. Because enough is enough. And so this is what happens. Kendrick Lamar was at home minding his business. And Drake kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And then Drake said, like, yo, it's been a couple days, you ain't dropped a song. And then he dropped Not Like Us. And we already know what happened with that. Drake dropped a lawsuit, whatever. But anyway, the story ends in that Kendrick left with 3 Grammys. Do not bully people. And this is like another thing that we learn, like a lesson from the Bible, right? Or even if you don't read the Bible, just spiritually. Like, what someone means for evil, God will turn for good. God said, Kendrick, they playing with you. So now we're going to show them what happens. Now, it was a little cringy. I mean, I love the song, but I felt cringe for Drake when, like, Kendrick was walking on stage and the whole audience was like, A minor. I mean, that punchline it punches, but oh my God. Could you imagine? They had a song about you, like, yo, cat is a hoe, ho, ho, ho. Like, we know these are not true things, but if the whole world is saying I'm a hoe, like, that gotta hurt, bro. Like, I would not want a diss song about me. Like, cat is a baldy. Like, whoa. Well, that's actually a fact. But whatever, you know what I mean. I'm not a baldy. I have a bald spot, a very large one. But anyway, enough about me. Kendrick, leave them Geminis alone. Doechii, are we so happy for her? I don't really know much about Doechii. Like, I really just started getting into her maybe like the last 30 days. Like, a lot of, maybe because of all the Grammy talk, I watched one of her interviews. And, and yeah, I know I be going in on myself, okay? I'm like Slim Shady from 8 Mile. What was his name again, his character? Bunny rabbit. I have to laugh to keep from crying, guys, because honestly, like, every time I look in the mirror, like, it's actually really sad. Like, I'm still really sad about it. Don't be confused by the laughing, but also, like, I'm alive, right? So, like, silver lining. Things could be worse. So yeah, Doechii, like, I don't know much about her, but the last 30 days, I think she had, like, a tiny desk. She was on the Breakfast Club because her man cheated on her with a man. So, like, of course, that was I needed that tea, you know what I mean? Which she said she didn't have an issue with, because she's also bisexual, but her issue wasn't that he cheated on her with a man, it was that he cheated. To each his own. But Doechii apparently had the #1 performance of the Grammys. According to chart data, they chart numbers for, like, most watched or pre-watched, or, you know, they do polls or whatever. So shout out to Doechii. And 5 years ago, Doechii got fired from her job, and she got on Instagram Live, I don't know if that was TikTok or whatever, and was like, I'm about to start going to all these record labels and asking, can I be an intern? Like, I don't even want to work. Like, she invested in herself. And another thing that she mentioned on her interview, you know, about why this mixtape was so powerful, or why it got so many, like, reviews and people saying, like, yo, Doechii's who you should be checking out, is because she became sober. She realized, like, her artistry and her creativity was being taken away by alcohol. So she stopped drinking and created a project, which led to her having a Grammy performance, which led to her being the third Black woman to win Rap Album of the Year, right? So that was Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and now Doechii. So shout out to her. Shout out to believing in yourself. Shout out to pivoting. Like, people think that when they fire you, like, you're gonna be down, and you will, financially, but there are more doors to be open. So shout out to that Black girl who's unapologetically herself. Okay, quickly moving on. These airplanes, bruh. The crash in DC was already sad. Like, I mean, regardless of who was on the plane, like, people died. Like, that was sad. But when you found out, like, it was, like, these kids who were not with their parents, like, new fear unlocked. Like, what? Like, I'm already beating my kid at school, like, being away from me. And when it's time for her to go on field trips, I already know, like, I'm chaperoning everything. Me or somebody. Like, my kid is not, no. Not Miss Friendly Phoenix. She will not be without me at a school trip. But these were figure skaters who were kids who were 12, 13, who were with their teachers, or, you know, they just came from, like, the best experience ever to be right there. They could see the ground. They could see land. People were texting. This woman texted her husband, I'm landing in 20 minutes. Like, y'all know how it is when you're on a plane, get that Wi-Fi. You like, yo, you hit your ride up. Like, yo, you could leave the house now. Like, that shit, fourth curse, is so heartbreaking. Like, oh my God, I couldn't sleep. I was so sad for all those families. I was sad for the people on the plane. Like, what is, like, your last thought? Like, there was a Black girl who was headed to DC to become a professor. Like, she was a lawyer, and was gonna start her first year as a professor at Howard University. Like, so sad. And then now, of course, the media, right? They gotta be extra. Now, every single day, something happening on a plane. There was a guy who was acting crazy on a plane. Alaskan Airlines, yesterday, I saw it on the news today, like, he, like, was punching the window, trying to kick the window out of his seat, and it took 5 men to try to hold him down. First of all, why take 5 men to hold one? Are y'all not eating your vegetables? I was so confused. 5 white men at that. Thank God for, like, you guys are heroes, but I need y'all to get that muscle up. Because why didn't nobody punch this man in the head? They're trying to grab his arms. Beat his ass. Kick him. Stomp him out. What? Y'all want to act crazy on innocent people, but when it's somebody acting erratic, y'all confused. Sorry, I'm getting rattled up because what the Then they had an airplane that backed up into another airplane, so now the wing was stuck on a tail. People had to deboard both planes. Like, I got someplace to be. He said, oh, it was no air controllers on the floor. Like, the people who do, like, the wands, like, none of them work in that area. So why are there planes in that area if the wand people ain't here for the reverse? Because there's no rear view mirrors. So how are we reversing our planes with, like, Where, Elon, fund the airlines. Like, you basically trying to fund Teslas, and there's so many people with bumper stickers that say, I bought this before I knew he was crazy. I want it to make sense, and I want the news to also stop fear-mongering. My friend always tells me, oh, you always watch the news. It's nothing but negative, but I need to know what's happening. I'm nosy. I need to know what's going on. I need to come here and put y'all on, but really for sake of myself. I need to know what's happening. Okay, guys, we're slowly approaching an hour. I'm almost wrapping up. But yeah, like, they make me mad. Oh, spotters. The spotters were not there. So the plane shouldn't be there. Like, 1 million people need jobs. Did y'all see, because Trump was like letting go all these federal agents in Atlanta, the worst airport in the United States, that like you literally have to go 2 hours prior. Like, you can bullshit at every other airport. Like LaGuardia you could play your 45 minutes. JFK can give you an hour. Atlanta, you really have to go 2 hours early. I was coming from Atlanta to JFK. Had to go 2 hours early. Like, it's literally like the biggest airport and the slowest. Anyway, last week there were only 2 people working. The wait line, they told them 3 to 4 hours before you go through TSA, because Trump was firing mad people. There are certain jobs you can't fire people from. Does he not remember 9/11? Like, sir, the Taliban ain't letting up. Speaking of fear-mongering, Mangione. Mangione is the young, wealthy, rich boy, very rich boy, who shot and killed an innocent healthcare CEO in Midtown. Mangione has not been on the news. Have you guys noticed that? There's been zero talk about him. Zero. Why? Because nobody said that he died. They only want us to be mad and outraged. And that was a perfect example for me. Like, wow. They're not talking about him because everyone's like, yeah, cover it. Cover it. We want to hear more about it. Those people are also sick. I 100% get healthcare being crazy and being outrageous, okay? I think to have a baby, I think was like $250,000. Like, it was so ridiculous. Like, when I seen the invoice. First of all, why y'all sending that to me? I don't need y'all to prove to me how much it is. That's y'all bill. Take care of the bill. That's like me going on a date and my husband like, yo, this the bill. I don't care what it is. It's yours. You hold that. So those people are nuts for being happy that an innocent man was killed who has a wife and 2 kids. That can happen to any of us. Like, somebody can manage you at your job and just decide to kill you. Like, I don't like that. There's a process of everything. Anyway, Mangione is not on the news. Because what happened was, when he got arrested, people went out and bought that stupid ass jacket that he committed the murder in. When he went to court, they were like looking for the labels of his clothes. Like, I think he had on like a Uniqlo shirt, but they thought it was like Ralph Lauren. And they were like, people were like on the website buying out the clothes. Like, y'all are sick. Y'all are sick. This is a murderer, handsome or not. Also, this is my issue with America. How did that man who was in jail for like 2 weeks have a fresh lineup? He got friends. He got connects. His lawyer let him get a haircut so he could look good when he goes to court for a murder that he admitted to. He literally wrote a letter to the FBI and said, I respect you guys, so I'm going to lay it all out so you don't have to do all the work. I learned how to, I bought the gun here. I learned how to do a silencer here. It's pretty 1, 2, 3. When the gun jams, I practiced a few times. I've been planning this for a little while. The hardest part of this whole situation was having to have patience. Everything else was pretty easy. I went on the website, found who it was. We need to know. I think his grandmother was affected. He was affected. He had a back injury that prevented him from playing professional sports, as if he ever had a chance, right? The privileged always think that they're entitled to more shit. Fuck off. Curse number 5. I'm sorry. I'm getting real passionate tonight. Daylight savings is in 34 days. Bring us the sun. Bring us the vitamin D, okay? Because my son is yellow. Like, what is happening? He needs some sun. And it's actually like a little bit scary. So like, we walking with 2 kids in the dark. Like, it's 4:30. I'm picking them up from school, and like, we're in the dark, like trying to park a car and walk up the block. and people walk around with hoodies. Like, it's a little bit scary. Like, I need some sunlight. Yes, they are allowed grooming. When I was a juror on the murder trial, old boy came in with a fresh retwist. Oh, I didn't know there was allowed grooming. You don't need to be groomed. You are a prisoner. But then also I do get it because like the innocent people who are arrested, like the Central Park Five, who Trump is still saying he doesn't know if they're innocent. They're also suing him as well. I don't know how they're gonna get the money because Elon, he got his eyes on the money. But yeah, I get it. Because for innocent people, I would want them to look, respectable. Because if you look dusty, then the jurors, who are usually white, but they're your peers. I never see them in my neighborhood. They may judge you off appearance. Okay. Look, you can't have it all, right? Clear, pre-check, all of the things are useless in ATL. This guy told me to get clear and pre-check. No, clear in Atlanta. That's why I got it. And it was like a 30-day trial. We was online. I mean, we were online so long. Me and Justin were like, why did we leave the regular lines to come down here for this? Like, so anyway, those of you who suffer from seasonal depression or who just feel a little down in the dark, 34 days. We definitely lose an hour, and I'm not a morning person, so I'm about to be pissed off. But really, I don't even sleep. So it really shouldn't affect me. But here we are. Anyway, I hope that was like a really good hot topics for you guys. Next week, me and my two girlfriends are hosting a Galentine's. We didn't plan it. We didn't have I'm not giving you guys a 30-day notice because we didn't have 30 days. It was like just a bright idea that one of my girlfriends had, and we just been putting things together. So it's like low-key last minute, but the energy will not be last minute, okay? The looks won't be last minute, okay? But anyway, we're hosting a Galentine's on the 11th, which is next Tuesday. I know Tuesday sucks for those who have kids, for those who don't live in the city. It's from 7 to 9. I think I DM'd all of you. If I miss somebody, please don't take it personal. My brain is not good. It's mush, okay? But we would love to have everybody there at the Galentine's. I can send you over the information. I'm the kind of person I like to hear a price before I go check something out. So just a heads up, it is $130 per person, but that includes 2 drinks and a 5-course family style meal. And it's at Saint, which is in the newest hotspot in Midtown. So 2 drinks in Midtown is already about $45. So for $130, you're getting 2 drinks and food. And you're getting a gift bag sponsored by Tracy Ellis Ross's brand, which is, my brain is mush right now. Can't even remember. It's so simple. And you get Who Cares What Cat Thinks live with our resident therapist, Quinnell Hickman, who is the CEO of Comfort Councils to Comfort. Again, Quinnell, sorry, I'm jacking it up. Brain ain't good. Pattern Beauty. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I love when you guys enjoy hot topics. And I said I wasn't going to cuss, but y'all know they be pushing me. I think it really depends on the lawyer pushes for it. Look at Anna Delvey. Anna Delvey was that girl. She was the original scammer. But anyway, before we go, in 2 weeks, the topic will be parenting of multiples. Because, whoa, and whoa. I don't know if it's the kids or if it's me. It really gives me because I own the kids and I control the kids. Well, I control what I can control. But in 2 weeks, I believe that's the 20th, we'll be back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to an hour of... It's the baby for me. Ticket links in the bio. The ticket links are not in the bio, but I can definitely add it. We were trying to be selective on who we invited. We just want our people. We don't want Trump people showing up. And I don't know, my page is open to the public. I don't want the public pulling up. We're not desperate for people. We want our people to come and enjoy Galentine's Day. So I'll definitely make a mention of it. But if I didn't DM you, if you have time next Tuesday, I know Tuesday is like a sucky day. Next year we have more time to plan. We'll do a weekend so that more people can come. Cause even me, I was like, oh my God, 7 to 9, girl. I got 2 kids. It's a Tuesday. But we're just trying to do it. We just want to not talk about stuff. We want to do stuff. Hey, Lisa, we're about to get off. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. I'm really appreciative of all 12 people who are here. Yeah, it's giving invite only. I'm so appreciative of you guys every time you guys show up for me, no matter what. I really love chatting with you guys, and we will resume in 2 weeks. Until then, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. Big Queens, guys, stay safe. Don't let Trump fear monger you guys. He won't be here for long. Sometimes, no, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, good night. Good night.